Roll call, please.
Adair,
Here.
Bayless,
Here.
McLennan,
Here.
Noah,
Here.
Sobek.
Excuse me.
Here. Citizen hearing. Before we do anything else, welcome to Mr. Witter and the filming of the meetings. Again, it's good to see we're gonna be back exposed to the world. We'll have to behave now, so appreciate it and welcome.
I wish I knew that, I could manage
Maybe that's why nobody's here.
Yeah. Oh, we got Peter, I figured that was what it was.
Okay, we do have minutes to approve, but there is, my understanding is the minutes from the regular meeting on April 4th need to be amended. The amount of the bill run should have been $162,802.25. So with that correction to the minutes,
I make the motion that we accept the minutes as amended.
is there support?
Yes.
And that's for both sets, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gary?
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Adair,
Yes.
Bayless,
Yes.
McLennan,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
Sobek.
Yes. Clerk treasurer,
Adjust the bills.
bills.
I'll make a motion that we authorize payment of the bills and authorize the mayor to sign said payments in the amount of $76,242.70.
Support. Are there any questions? Roll call, please.
Bayless,
Yes.
McLennan,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
Adair,
Yes.
Sobek.
Yes. City attorney?
No report.
That's Mike. City manager?
Nothing in addition to the report.
Okay, anybody have any questions for Joe? Is there anything else? If not, commissions or liaisons? Mayor, nothing to report. Good luck to the spring sports teams. They started this week,
Yeah, we took the first tournament.
so last weekend. Yeah. Okay. No unfinished business. First item under new business is going to be tabled until possibly next meeting, but tabled nonetheless.
Tabled until I hear from Kurt, who's the local leadership
I don't
team.
think you can table it.
Well, we can just not-
You gotta bring it up in the next
No
meeting. Let's just
action.
take it off the agenda
Yeah, let's just take it off.
without table.
Right.
Make a motion, we take it off the table. Take it off the agenda.
Support?
Support, take it off.
Okay. Discussion. The reason we're doing that is because we've been asked to by Carlos until they have further details and a little more clarity on exactly what the issue is. So, with that said, roll call, please.
McLennan,
Yes.
Adair,
Yes.
Bayless,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
Sobek.
Yes. Next on the agenda, budget amendments. Joe, you have some budget amendments to review with us?
There's a list of them. I did copy you, I'm not gonna do this every meeting, but I did copy on the most current balance sheet and statement of revenues and expenditures, so you can kind of see where we are with, in essence, 2.5 months left in this fiscal year. And then following that, there's a list of budget amendments.
Approaching fund balance 396.
Appropriation from fund balance.
Yeah.
The original budget had us appropriating some money from the fund balance itself. Some of it was the 25 grand to put repairs into the building, which we aren't gonna be doing this fiscal year. Remember, we're gonna be getting an architect and that'll be, so that was part of it. So in essence, the way the budget is now, there will be no transfer, no money from the fund equity going into fund anything.
Anybody have any other questions on the amendments themselves? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion, we approve the adjustments.
Second.
Motion and support. Is there any other discussion? Not roll call, please.
Noah,
Yes.
Adair,
Yes,
Bailiff,
Yes.
McLennan,
Yes.
Teal.
Yes. Next item, comprehensive fee schedule. We do this every year.
There are some changes that I did want to point out though.
Sure.
For sure. And they were shaded in yellow, things were crossed out. First off, the connection fees for the wastewater and the water. Goslin Zubek, the engineering firm, every couple of years does a rate study and compares what communities are charging for rates, as well as things like tap-in fees. And when we're building a rate, I always build it from the expense side first. As long as we're covering our expenses, the revenue has to make sure that it covers those expenses. But charges like this, as I reviewed them, we are significantly higher than most communities. And when you look at, example, wastewater, you're gonna be in at least $2,250 on our end, and then you've got to hire a contractor to get it from, our lead at the property line all the way back to the building you're putting in. At some point, it costs less to actually put in a septic system than it does to tie into our system. So what I'm proposing is that we eliminate those ready-to-serve fees and charge $750 our cost, whatever's greater. Same with water, we'd be reducing that to $750 our cost, whatever's greater. That's what Amway does. And as I look at those, you're almost getting to the point where it's cheaper to drill a well than to tap into our system.
I like those, I don't know did you bring this up? Or-
Yeah, and we've discussed it at staff, and I think that staff is supportive of this too.
Okay.
The other one that definitely needs to be pointed out is the utility security deposit. The ordinance allows us to charge up to twice the average quarterly fee for water and sewer. 200 doesn't cover it, 500 does. We've run into all kinds of issues with renters skedaddling and us being stuck with costs. So we're proposing that we raise that security deposit from $200 to $500.
Is that
It's gonna be stiff,
Is that gonna be, put it out of range for some people?
it probably may.
But you
Yeah,
wanna-
but again, the landlords always have the ability to keep it in their name. It's not a requirement that they put it in the tenant's name. That's something that they can choose to do, and then somebody puts up the $200. But if you'll talk to staff, we are losing money over and over and over on this, and I don't think it's fair to look at a rate increase for everybody because a few are stiffing us on these.
Just think of the possibility of some people not being able to.
I think that's why I wanted to point it out. I think it's a very real concern, but again,
Could we-
the landlord doesn't have to put it in the renter's name.
Which
Shouldn't it be
eliminates,
just that goes in the landlord's name when they move?
Can't.
paper?
It can't.
Okay.
But, in essence, if the landlord keeps it in the landlord's name, there is no security deposit. If you're gonna put it in the renter's name, that's the security deposit.
Okay. It might lead to the.
Yeah.
It would probably, I would tend to believe it'll lead to more landlords keeping it in their names if the tenants can't come up with the money.
Yeah,
Right, and if they abscond, then the landlord's gonna eat it.
Right.
yeah.
yeah.
What, have you taken a look at the dollar amounts that we've lost in the past from renters leaving? What is the amount that we're normally losing there?
Approximately $300 to $400.
$300 to $400?
That's what I've been filing small claims for.
You tell them $300 a year?
No,
No,
Per
per,
per
per
person.
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 per-
And how many do we lose?
I think I've done 4 small claims this year.
This year, so that's $1,200.
Wow.
so,
Yeah, you did a good job there.
so
We're on TV, I was.
Do it, do it, score.
I guess I would suggest that, because I don't think we should try to make it more than what it takes. I think that, and we're looking at going from 200 to 500. I at least would ask that we consider just maybe 400, if we haven't gone over that in small claims. That's the only suggestion I make. It's not a lot.
A year, we're losing more than that.
This is per person.
That's the good.
500 per person.
I see, I see.
I'm saying make it 400 per person, is what I'm suggesting.
Doubling it.
Right, you're doubling it that.
Is that a motion?
I'll make it as a motion.
Well, I think you're gonna wanna,
Or,
To accept these with that change.
yeah, and I guess coming back, the other two that I wanted, the other two really aren't big changes. The after hours turn on, that's a dollar figure. It was an after hours, then we can tell people what the cost is.
Right.
That was the 2-hour call and a time and a half.
that makes sense.
And then the thing that didn't make sense to me and was the service turn on or turn off for non-payment. Instead of 25 each, it's $50 if we shut you off for non-payment, because it could be shut off for non-payment, the person leaves, 6 months later it's turned back on, are we hitting them for 25 bucks? It's an entirely different person in the house. So it made sense that once you default, it's 50 bucks then, and when it's turned back on, there is no charge, just like there isn't for anyone else. So those are not real cost things. The one that's gonna have the biggest, that potentially could get the biggest number of people in here angry would be the increase of the security deposit. But in looking at what's going on, I think it has to be done.
Okay.
One question on the burial rates, purchase price of a lot. Pretty cheap to get that lot taken care of for the rest of that person that's in there, but for the family, I mean, we're losing so much money up there, that maybe it's time to recoup and maybe we raise those two. Page 3.
Oh, there it is.
It's 600 per resident, 1,000 for non-resident. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I don't know what the rest of the burial, Peace or Catholic cemetery does. You know, we're running out of room, and I think it's time that we get a little more money back.
Did we ever settle that $400 thing yet?
That's still a
We
motion.
vote on that.
No, well, we changed it because
We're still talking about.
Joe wanted, Joe wanted.
Mike, we can always come back and amend this, couldn't we? So if you want to amend it or just adopt it as is, and we can at least check to see what a few of the others are charging. if
Well,
you're
I would
interested.
say we gotta go up to 1,000 for a resident, and 1,500 for, at least for a non-resident. Maybe it should be more for that. You know, we're gonna be faced with possibly buying another site for cemetery, and I think we gotta keep that in mind. But,
I think with that, it probably is worth looking at to see what kind of going rate that is.
Anybody knows what St. John or,
Let's
Change that to
stab the
Peace
time.
does, yeah.
Yeah, people,
Opportunity
I've met
to
these, I'm
research
sorry.
that part. We'll leave them where they're at, and then staff can come back.
Sounds
with
good.
But I will make a motion that we approve the rate changes with the exception of the utility security deposit for renters, instead of the 500, making it 400. I'll make that as a motion.
I'll second that.
We have motion and support to adopt the fee schedule as proposed with the exception of the security deposit being increased by $200 to $400 instead of the $500 suggested by staff. Okay, any other discussion? Not roll call, please.
Adair,
Yes.
Bayless,
Yeah.
McLennan,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
Solak.
Yes. Down to requests, we have one request that we need to act on. The VFW Post is asking to sell Buddy Poppies Thursday, May 11th through Saturday, May 13th. They do that at a family fair and in front of the post office. Is that
The
correct?
motion we allow?
There's a motion, is there support?
I'll support it.
Any other discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Bayless,
Yes.
McLennan,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
Adair,
Yes.
Solak.
Yes. That's the end of the agenda. I understand we didn't want to have a closed session.
Please.
We didn't have to. It's already been approved. I would entertain a motion to enter into closed session to discuss collective bargaining.
I'll make a motion.
Second.